Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, and welcome to another episode of Suhoor Bites, where we take a few moments each morning to reflect on the wisdom of the Qur'an. In these blessed moments before dawn, as we nourish our bodies for the day of fasting ahead, let us also feed our souls with the light of divine guidance. Each day, we will reflect on a verse from the Qur'an, drawing inspiration and lessons to carry with us throughout the day. Today we will be looking at Surah Al-Ahzab, verse 33, where Allah says, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. وَقَرْنَ فِي بُيُوتِكُنَّ وَلَا تَبَرَّجْنَ تَبَرُّجَ الْجَاهِلِيَّةِ الْأُولَى وَأَقِمَ الصَّلَاةَ وَآتِينَ الزَّكَاةَ وَأَطِعْنَا اللَّهَ وَالرَّسُولَ إِنَّمَا يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ لِيُذْهِبَ عَنْكُمُ الرِّجْسَ أَهْلَ الْبَيْتِ وَيُطَهِّرَكُمْ تَطْهِيرًا. Stay in your houses and do not display yourselves with the ostentation of the former times of ignorance. Maintain the prayer, pay the alms, and obey Allah and His Messenger. Indeed, Allah only desires to remove all impurity from you, O people of the household, and purify you with a thorough purification. This verse begins by addressing the Prophet's wives, advising them on modest conduct and worship. But in the latter part of the verse, there is a subtle shift in grammar. Up to وَآتِينَ الزَّكَاةَ وَأَطِعْنَا اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ, the verse uses feminine pronouns. Then from إِنَّمَا يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ لِيُذْهِبَ, it switches to the masculine pronouns. Many Shia commentaries say this shift is a deliberate change to single out a specific group, the Prophet's immediate household, more specifically the Prophet himself, Imam Ali, Lady Fatima, Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein alayhimus salam. Scholars often cite Hadith al-Kisa as the occasion when this verse was revealed to provide further evidence that when Allah says He wishes to remove all impurity from you, it refers to removing impurity from the household of the Prophet, who were present under the cloak with the Prophet. At the core of this verse is the phrase, Allah only desires to remove all impurity from you and purify you thoroughly. This is read as a powerful statement about the Prophet's household being completely free from spiritual and moral faults. The Arabic word used for impurity, rijs, carries a sense of any uncleanliness or sin, and the word tathira means purification. Tathira in Arabic is a maf'ul al-mutlaq, which translates to absolute object and is used when you want to emphasize something. In other words, when Allah says He is purifying the Ahlul Bayt, it is purification from all impurities, such that the Ahlul Bayt would be in a state of infallibility. This is because the type of irada or will of Allah being mentioned in this verse is existential, not legislative. What we mean by this is what is mentioned in the verse إِذَا أَرَادَ شَيْئًا أَن يَقُولَ لَهُ كُن فَيَكُونُ. When He wills something is to say to it to be, and it is. Meaning that Allah is able to directly impact creation and make things happen and change whenever He wants, and it is as simple as Him saying, be. This means that when this verse talks about the will of Allah, it is not Him saying, I would like you to be pure. It is an assertion that Allah Himself has tasked Himself with keeping the Ahlul Bayt free from any sin or error. This is what we mean by the infallibility of the Ahlul Bayt. This is the reason why it is essential that the Ahlul Bayt have the status of infallibility, as they are exemplars for the community. If they are entirely pure, they can guide without leading anyone astray and show us the right path in practice. You might wonder, how does this affect our understanding of Islam today? Well, it places significance on following the teachings and example of the Ahlul Bayt. If Allah Himself has shielded them from error, then their words and actions provide a safe roadmap for faith and practice. It's not just about respecting them as historical figures, it's about acknowledging a continuous thread of guidance linked to the Prophet's family. For those who ponder this verse deeply, it's a call to reflect on the value of divine safeguarding, how Allah's direct intervention ensures that some of us can stand as living beacons of faith and devotion.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
يا نساء النبي لستن كأحد من النساء إن اتقيتن فلا تخضعن بالقول فيطمع الذي في قلبه مرض وقلن قولا معروفا وقرن في بيوتكن ولا تبرجن تبرج الجاهلية الأولى وأقمن الصلاة وآتينا الزكاة وأطعن الله ورسوله إنما يريد الله ليذهب عنكم الرجس أهل البيت ويطهركم تطهيرا واذكرن ما يتلى في بيوتكن من آيات الله والحكمة إن الله كان لطيفا خبيرا